Welcome to the PENN Products tutorial on System 550. Today's topic is how to upgrade firmware and manage configuration files using the built-in Wi-Fi access point available on System 550 control modules. There are a number of ways to connect to the System 550 control module. Using the built-in Wi-Fi access point, using serial communications and the onboard USB-C port, using Johnson Controls Cloud, which requires an annual subscription, but a free 90-day cloud subscriptions is also available. Today we are going to focus on using the built-in Wi-Fi local access point. When you create an application on a C550 control module, an internal configuration file is created to store the parameters. This includes everything from set point to custom names that you assign to temperature, humidity, and pressure sensors, A2L refrigeration sensors, as well as relay and analog outputs. Everything is stored in this configuration file. This configuration file is encrypted, but can be uploaded, saved, cloned, archived, and even emailed. It makes the next setup easy as downloading the file into another C550 control module. Since configuration files are plain text files, they can be named whatever you want and stored on a PC, on a phone, on a network server, wherever you would like. The files are relatively small. They're from 5 to 10 kilobytes and do not take up much space on any device. Next, we can talk about firmware files. C550 control modules are field upgradable. As with configuration files, there are multiple ways to upgrade a C550 control module's firmware. In this video again, we are going to focus only on the Wi-Fi access point to accomplish this. A C550 firmware upgrade typically includes new features. However, if a C550 control module is working properly, then unless you need new features, there's no reason to upgrade. Why fix something that isn't broken? If you need to upgrade the firmware, this tutorial will show you how to do it. We recommend that you contact the original equipment manufacturer to determine if a C550 control module firmware upgrade is needed. If you decide to upgrade, the first question is, where can I find System 550 firmware files? System 550 firmware files are available on the PENN Controls website under the Resources tab and the Software and Firmware Upgrades tab. The process of using a C550 control module's built-in Wi-Fi access point is simple. First, connect to the device. Second, use a web browser to view the C550 control module's webpage. Third, perform the tasks that you want. And fourth, disconnect from the Wi-Fi access point. Step 1. Connect to the system. You connect to the C550 control module just like you connect to a local Wi-Fi network. To get the C550 control module's Wi-Fi network's name, or SSID, you will need to go into the Setup menu. This can be done by pressing the rotary dial on the front of the control module for 5 seconds. When the main menu screen appears, rotate the dial to Advanced and press and release the dial. Then select Connectivity, then Wi-Fi, then Wi-Fi AP. Then select Wi-Fi Info. The SSID of the device and its password is displayed on the screen. Use this information to connect the C550 control module to your PC. Note, although the process is different on Windows, Mac OS, or Linux, the idea is the same. Note your system may give you a warning that this connection does not have internet access, but this is okay. If you are using a smartphone or tablet, there is a shortcut. On the C550 control module, when you are navigating to the SSID and password, you select Setup menu, Advanced, Connectivity, Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi AP. But instead of selecting Wi-Fi info to see the Wi-Fi connection parameters, you can select QR code. This will display a QR code on the C550 control module screen. Using your camera read the QR code, and it will automatically connect you without having to do anything else. No matter what method you use to connect to your C550 control module to an electronic device, step 2 is always to open a web browser. In the top of the address bar, type 192.168.142.1 and press enter. If you forget this, you can go back into the C550 startup menu and select Advanced, Connectivity, Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi AP, Web Page, and then select URL. Now step 3. Looking at the blue screen with the information in the middle, like I have shown, and a list of menu items is on the upper left. The layout of the screen and what is displayed will depend on the size of your screen. You may need to scroll up or down to see the full menu. The menu options on the screen are Wi-Fi settings, config file transfer, A2L diagnostics, and firmware update. Hopefully it is obvious what is included in each menu. If you click on the Configure File Transfer tab, the center information screen changes, giving you two basic options. To copy a configuration file from a C550 control module to your PC or phone, click the Download Configuration link. You will get a screen that asks you where to download the file and what to name it. On my Windows PC, it takes about 1 second to download the configuration file. When the download is complete, it takes you back to the same window. To upload a configuration file from your PC or phone to your C550 control module, click Choose a File. Select the file you want to upload. There is a status indicator below the button showing the upload progress and when the upload is complete. My Windows PC took 2 seconds to show complete. If needed, the C550 control module will reboot. This may cause you to lose the Wi-Fi connection, but you can easily restore it once the system reboots if you need to. The operation to upload new C550 firmware follows the same process. Click on the menu option titled Firmware Upgrade. Same process as before. Click Choose File and select the file you want to upload. These files are much bigger and take longer to download. Please wait until the status shows complete before performing any other actions on the C550 control module. If the upload fails, gets stuck, or there's a power interruption during the upgrade, do not worry. The C550 control module should power up with the old firmware still running. The C550 does not internally upgrade until the complete file is downloaded and confirmed before it attempts to use the new file. Also, I should note that if the upgrade adds parameters to the configuration file, the current configuration will be updated automatically on the device. You are likely to see a notice on the front screen the first time it restarts. Now is a good time to reconnect and download the configuration file in the new format. The last step is to disconnect from the C550 control module. There is nothing that needs to be done with the C550 control module. Just go to your Wi-Fi settings on your device and change your connection to whatever you want. It is interesting to note that whatever device you connect to the C550 will by default remember the connection information. This means that you are ready to reconnect without needing to go through anything on the C550 control module. Just select the C550 control module from your list of Wi-Fi options, assuming that you can remember its SSID. I hope this video has been helpful and that you find Johnson Controls PENN System 550 simple and easy to perform firmware upgrades and to upload and download configuration files. If you need additional assistance, please contact your equipment manufacturer or Johnson Controls technical support. Thank you for watching. Please like or follow our channel for more videos.